Hey guys, look, it's me. I'm back after a month hiatus. Sorry about that. I'll explain that for a little bit. Yeah, I just kind of needed a break from YouTube after doing it since freaking January. I needed a break. 8 months of making content is just a lot for me. So yeah, I took my break. I'm back, and we're here to talk about Chapter 3, Season 3. As it T-minus 3 hours, it'll end. Already, this season went by fast, just like the summer. But yeah, I enjoyed this season. It was a good season. Some people don't think so, but we're going to talk about that more in depth in the bit, as we always do. But yeah, Season 4 is almost here. I'm excited, and you all should be too. But we need to talk about this season, because this season had a lot to unpackage as our first summer season of Chapter 3. So yeah, we're going to talk about the preseason first. Last season, we didn't really need to talk about it, because it just kind of went into the season with downtime. But I've done this with Season 1, where I'll talk about what the extended downtime brought us. So yeah, let's get into the preseason. So this season, we had the Collision event. Well, it was technically Season 2, but you know what I mean. So Collision ended in the weirdest thing ever. So basically, Paradigm caught us in her hands, and then we woke up to the to be continued screen, which it was not just a floating big freaking ocean. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I procrastinate when I make words. I'm sorry. It was the ocean, but we saw this weird mushroom land, but it was peaceful. And it had this amazing music for the downtime. I think it was made by Unreal Engine or something like that. It was really good. But we kind of just watched and vibed. That came important because the season ended up being a vibe season. Big's vibe season. But we saw what would eventually be the 0 point biome. We didn't know what it was at the time because obviously before the season came out, only thing that got leaked was Battle Pass. That showed nothing relating to the season, honestly, because, yeah, obviously, we'll get into that in a bit. So, yeah, it showed that, and we're like, what the hell's going on? And downtime ended, and then we saw what this vibe was. So, yeah, let's get into our first section, with us a story. I think this was a great section. Really off topic, but I went back to my other review videos, and I just realized my Season 2 background gameplay, it was recorded before the destruction of Greasy, so I just thought that was funny. Anyways, the story. Okay, so just because it's a vibe season, doesn't mean it didn't have story. If you followed the Vibin quest this season, they were actually quite interesting. So the real story was the story trailer. It just showed them vibing, enjoying the end of the war, the summer. It was nice. It was calming. Until we realized something. At the end of the story, the Bloom Watcher, as we call her, was watching us. Who knows what it could mean? Me personally, I think it'll have something to do with the Chrome next season, but I don't know. But how we got to here from Collision is the 0 point was freed, but it started pulsing out and sending shockwaves around the island, which the shock waves went throughout the island and created the reality tree, which just was a 0 point blooming. Because if you didn't know, according to the Foundation in what was the Season 6 live event? It was the Jones one. I can't remember right at the moment. But that one, he showed him when the 0 point relieves stress, it blooms. Which that's what it did this season. It bloomed trees. So, and the roots of the tree went out throughout the island, throughout the season, and bloomed in each POI, bringing back some retros. As it started at Logjam Lotus, which is now Logjam Junction now. I don't know why. Maybe Junk's coming back next season. But it started there, and it would produce a few reality biomes at each POI. We'd have Neo Tilted, Lazy Lagoon, Tilted Town, Coral Castle, and I might be missing one, but I don't know. But this spread out through the Butter Barn, which became the Butter Bloom, Condo Canyon, Sleepy Sound, and I feel like I got all of them. Oh yeah, and then Lazy Lagoon replaced Daily Bugle. Awesome that they brought back an oldie, but a goodie. And I'll talk more about that later. So yeah, throughout the season, the scientist at the beginning was having us discover what this was about. And it brought pulses, and it kept shockwaving throughout the island, giving us Darth Vader, giving us Indy. And when we collected their artifacts, it brought some to the 0 point, and it was interesting. A shockwave came. And we did collect the Dark Side Crystal Prism. We collected the fragment piece from Indiana Jones. We also got the tiny chair from Chapter 2. Remember the one that was by Flopper Pond? Yeah, that one. So yeah, we saw those and then we collected them. And yeah, so scientist was doing his field research on this. But I feel like as we were doing our field research, something started consuming the 7. Because later on as we got, Paradigm was introduced into the Vibin quests, which is interesting because now we have most of the 7 for those story quests. It's pretty awesome. With Foundation, Visitor, Origin, all of them missing. With the Paradigm and Amy. Oh yeah, Amy. Through these quests, we meet a new character. Scientist's little AI, Amy. I forget what it stands for. But yeah, she's cute. She's like a new character. I liked her. And so throughout it, they explained it. And yeah, and it ended off with the Paradigm hunting down the 7, but they went missing. Because they were trying to figure out what was going on with the 0 point, but they never found out. Which that leads to the Chrome. My theory is that the Chrome started consuming the 7 one by one. And then the Paradigm found out. The 0 point was not giving those shockwaves for no. They were distress signals, showing that something bad was coming to the island. So the 0 point really isn't the villain here. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the story right now, especially with this Chrome crap going on, and Paradigm possibly being the next Battle Pass. Real excited for that, mommy. But yeah, so Paradigm's going to be a key character next season, and hopefully Amy. I love Amy. But the Paradise Quest is what I'm assuming they're calling, because they always call the quest after the season. So yeah, I'm interested to see what the Paradise Quest bring us. Which for the story this season, I'm probably going to give it a 4 out of 5. 3.5. It was okay. It just more felt like a transition. It wasn't as good as last season's. So yeah, we're giving this a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, 3.5. Solid story. Not as good as last season's. So that's all I have to say today. Now let's go on. So this is the most controversial part of this season. A lot of people didn't like the gameplay, which I got a few points. Like last season, I started out by talking about the map. Yeah, let's start positive. The map. So I did say last season it was a bit disappointing. It was only season 2. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Chapter 2 took 5 seasons to get a new biome that wasn't even permanent. I don't know if this will be permanent. We'll find out soon. But this is one of the best biomes in Fortnite. The 0 point biome. I'm just going to call it that. Or the reality biome. It is so unique. It has a cool color. It's aesthetically cool. And it feels like a whole new biome. The mushroom biome. I really liked it. They changed one of my favorite POIs. Sure, it was half destroyed, but I liked the vibe of the mushrooms. It was really cool. And you can find slurp shrooms everywhere. And they had some cool landmarks there as well. And the river going through it, also really cool. The giant mushrooms were awesome. I liked how it looked. And then the main POI, Reality Falls replaced Camp Cuddle. Camp Cuddle. Yeah, totally. Camp Cuddle was a good POI. I liked it. But Reality Falls is way better. Fun fact, I almost dropped Camp Cuddle right before it got destroyed. I liked Reality Falls a lot. I dropped there 100 times. I liked it so much. You know I like a POI if I drop there 100 times. Except if it's the Fortress. That was for pure suffrage. It's okay, that was fun. I did like we're not going to be there yet. It's just me bouncing around. But I also liked how the roots went throughout the map. I loved that. The Zero Bloom POIs felt like Rift Zones, but fresh. And I gotta say, genius idea, keeping the map fresh. And I did like reimaginings. Probably my favorite one was the Butter Bloom. Because they took the Butter Barn, but it's like, what if it's a different style? I like the Neo Tilted one because it's a restaurant, and I was really hoping for that holographic restaurant head. We did get it. And my other favorite one was Lazy Lagoon. What they did, finally tore down Daily Bugle. Finally. If Lazy Lagoon doesn't stay, I hope they replace it with something else that's not the Daily Bugle. I loved it. it wasn't the full length of Season 8 lazy. But it was lazy, which I'll apply to Epic Games for it. I liked it. Good POI. The map was really good this season. Again, Reality Falls, the reality tree. It was a good POI, and one last thing, if you watched my Reality Falls video, you know my favorite drop was Under the Cave Waterfall. Really genius spot, and I liked it. Okay, we're going on to the loot pool now. I'm going to have to think about this one. Okay, Ballers. We're in this season. Good item. We're going on mobility. A new thing they added. You can ride wolves and boars. Genius idea for mobility. Because I didn't always want to gas up a car. But no, you can just jump on them. Way easier to tame now. Such a good idea. Stellar. I love this. Great way of mobility. Sure, I've gone through a lot of Borises and Geralds. But you know, the sacrifice is what counts. And then we also had cars. Yeah. Grappler glove. What they did. Took the Spider-Man and unmythiced it. I had this idea in Season 1. And I think I talked about it in that review. Unmythic the Spider-Man. Genius. I really hope that it stays. I doubt it. But you never know. Liked it, especially since we're getting Spider-Gwen next season. I think we'll probably get Gwen Gauntlets. That rolls off the tongue. Okay, shotguns. The Auto and the Striker obviously returned. And I did not like that they vaulted the Ranger. I'm still petty about that. It's fine. I praised it then. It's okay. They added a few new shotguns. The 2-shot sucked in the beginning. Great at the end because it got a buff. They also had the Dub, which is exotic. And then the Prime. The Prime shotgun. One of the best shotguns ever. It feels like the old pump. What it does is basically the first pellet does a lot of damage and then deteriorates. So it's basically rewarding the more shot, the first shot. It really brings out the first shot accuracy thing. Love it. Good idea. Good job, Epic Games. SMGs. We had the Combat and the Stinger in the beginning. Then they pulled us freaking burst where they vaulted burst. They vaulted the Combat, upset, for the Charged. I don't know how I feel about it. It's trash if you use it with like the Striker Pump or the Prime. It's really good if you use it with the Auto because remember how good the Charge was? See, it's the fastest fire rate SMG at a full charge. That's the only problem. The point of SMG is for you just to burn, but you have to charge up to burn. This was a big meh for me, I'm going to be honest. ARs. We vaulted the MK. Good decision. Surprising. Striker, stayed. Striker burst, sorry. It's a mid. Ranger, obviously. They unvaulted the Combat. Love this. Good idea. I love you, Epic Games. Combat AR. Peak AR design. Maybe the Scar could come back. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on the ARs. I don't think they're... Oh! I don't like this next AR. The Hammer AR. I almost forgot about it. It was one of the 3 new guns this season. It was okay. I don't like it. What ruined it for me was the challenge to hit 30 headshots with it. After that, hated using it. It's kind of good, I guess. It's unique. That's all I can really say about it, honestly. Okay, snipers. DMR. Just a better, semi? No, AR, scoped AR. Really good scoped AR. It was good. Especially the gold one does 55. It was one of those guns that was perfect on touch. Really good gun. And then my favorite thing ever. They kept the heavy sniper and vaulted the Hunter Bolt. Or the Hunter Bolt was been vaulted. I don't know. I don't remember it. It's good. Excuse me, I've been talking for a while. Sorry about that. But yeah. Heavy sniper was the sniper this season. I'm glad they're starting to bring it back. The bolt action sniper in the entirety of Chapter 2 was boring. It's fine. I'll be fine. Anyways, enough of me complaining about the bolt. Heals stayed the same roughly. I can't really think what changed with heals. Maybe? Tell me in the comments. I don't know. Heals to Chapter 3 just kind of felt the same, to be honest. And there's no real explosives. They did have a lot of utility this season, though. The Boogie Bombs, unvaulted. Impulse Nades, unvaulted. It was a grand old time. I liked that they vaulted some of that. Junk Rifts, unvaulted. Rift to Goes, stayed. Smart decision. They're starting to go back to Chapter 1 standards. Because Chapter 2, they had changed the loot pool completely the entire season. Vault everything. And then unvault stuff. They're starting to keep stuff in from past seasons, and I think that's a smart decision. Because I think the Rift-to-Go should stay, the Boogie Bomb should stay, Shockwaves, maybe Impulses. I don't know about that one. They're all good. I love that the Rift-to-Go is a permanent gun item now, because there was an unvaulted last season. Yeah. And then Show Bubbles did return for Wild Week. That's about it. So yeah, I have a lot to say about this loot pool, but it unfortunately did kind of get stale after a while. I don't know why. But yeah. Oh, I also forgot the Ripsaw launcher. It was kind of a meh gun. I didn't like it. It was cooler in the trailer, I guess. That's all I have to say. And yeah, they also unvaulted the Baller this season. It's mid. They kind of ruined it. But, it's okay. So, I'm going to give this loot pool 4.5 out of 5. It had less spam than last season. Very enjoyable loot pool. But I gotta say some of the negatives, write it down a little bit. Like the Hammer AR. Not just that, there's some other negatives. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Really good for the loot pool. Now to our final section, the skins in the Battle Pass. Now onto our final section is the Battle Pass. Which, this is a stellar Battle Pass. Like, really good. I love this Battle Pass. I don't know why. It's something about it. I just love it. So yeah, before we get into the Battle Pass, I don't usually mention the Victory Umbrellas, but this season's Victory Umbrella, the Battle Bloom, really, really good. I like the Victory Umbrellas that aren't umbrellas, like the Palm Leaf. I like the Invasion, and the Battle Bloom delivers. It's just the Reality Tree. It's genius. Okay. Starting off with our Tier 1 skin, or the starter skin, we have Eevee, which most of the skins this season were from those concept sheets. Eevee, really good skin. Probably one of my favorites in the Battle Pass. Her edit styles are good. Yeah, she has 2 forms, and then you can customize a little thing on her chest. Really good skin. Love it. Next, we have the customizable this season, Snap. Wow. What a good customizable skin. He's really original. So basically what they did is took kind of like the action figure G.I. Joe Mr. Potato Head thing, put it together. You can basically mix and match different accessories as if it were an action figure. Change head, torso, arms. Don't have to be the same arms. Legs. Really good. Some of the combinations you can make are really good. The only downside is that some of them are recolored, but I don't mind that. I love Snap. One of my favorite customizable skins. Honestly, I'm going to say he's my favorite customizable skin. Him and Tuna Fish. They're both really good. I love Snap. Yeah, next skin. So, as I said, next is Adira. I don't know how I feel about her. She's interesting. A lot of the vibe, no pun intended, they did for the Battle Pass skins were kind of just like a chillaxed clothing style. Well, except Snap and Darth Vader. We'll get to him. It's relaxed, and she gives me kind of like that, like Japanese folk culture. Like she's like supposed to be like a, what are they called? Mario has the same costume, but yeah, you know what I mean. But it's like relaxed. Her set was also really good. I loved her pickaxe, one of its own kind actually. But remember, it was disabled. Good times for it being too loud. But yeah, Adira, I like her. I really like her. Enjoy her. I will go back to her in a future season. I think I did use her in my 100 drops, actually. I just got done recording. So, yeah. Adira, love it. Good skin. Next, we have Stormfarer. My least favorite Battle Pass skin this season. I have a few reasons for that. So, one of the reasons is he was leaked literally the last update of Season 2. So, I thought, it was going to be a shop skin. Cool. It was not a shop skin. It was a very mid skin, in fact. To the fact where they gave him worse edit style in this Battle Pass. But they only did that because Battle Pass skins need more edit styles. So, I'm a bit more lenient. But even though this is my least favorite skin, I still like it. It took time to grow. I hated this skin at the beginning of the season. But after I started to unlock his black edit style and his winter one, or winter camo, I like him now. He also had a good back bling, which is just a black cape. I mean, simple. I like it. And his knife things, for pickaxes, also really cool. His glider was mixed. He's kind of just like the Battle Pass skin that like has 3 things in his set. Kind of like, I can't even think of an example. I don't know, Haven. She didn't have much of a set. But she had Haven's Smash, so I guess that counts. Yeah, he's a Haven, in my opinion. He was okay. I mean, I don't hate him, but I don't love him either. I see myself going back. Which just shows how good this Battle Pass is. If he is a weak one, I'd like to think this is a good Battle Pass. Next is another skin I'm in love with. Probably my favorite. Malik. I don't know how you pronounce it. Malik. I'm just going to call him Malik. Wow. What a great tier 50 skin. Tier 50s that like to do like a cool legendary halfway through the Battle Pass. You know, pretty cool. And honestly, these tier 50s are starting to feel like freaking tier 100s. I'm just saying. As in good. He is tier 100 worthy. If Darth wasn't tier 100, I would not be mad if he was. I would actually be pleased. He has a great set. And what he's trying to go for is he's like a knight, but in casual clothes. And he also has that like one-sided cape thing that Foundation has. Love that. His sword is really cool. I like that a lot. His sword, because later S styles will like light on fire. And depending on what S style you have, it'll different fire. Then his glider, the Gryffindor. Wait, no, that's Harry Potter. Never mind, the Griffin thing. It's really cool because, like, it's black and gold, essentially, but it changes up the color. Like, I think his final art style, it's all gold. And another cool thing is that you can customize. He's really customizable. I think you take glasses on and off, main colors, and then you can change his cape color. Then super styles, obviously. So, yeah, Malik, favorite skin in the Battle Pass. Easily. Love him. Next skin we have is Sabina. She's kind of like a goth. Like, I can't even tell what she really is. Reminds me of Widowmaker from Overwatch. She's like a ninja, I think. But she's like, again, it goes with the relaxed clothing because she's kind of like summer gear. She was good. Wasn't my favorite. Just was good. I mean, she wasn't bad. I'll definitely go back for her. Plus, her cosmetics really look good on one of my favorite Fortnite crew skins, the Burning Wolf. Because the pink and stuff. Yeah, and she had 2 edit styles. And she also had something I wish more edit skins would do is customizable hair. Like, please, more customizable hair on skins. Like, just normal skins, you know? Like, Bright Bomber, what if she put her hair down? I don't know. They're not going to update Bright Bomber because, you know, her looks iconic. But Sabina, she had that relaxed look that the Vibin season was trying to go for. Yeah, not much to say on her. That's not bad, but yeah, Sabina, one of my favorites. Well, not one of my favorites. She's good. She's middle of the road. And as Epic has been doing collabs for their 200 for about a year now, obviously we were expecting a collab. But this is our first non-Marvel 200 since Chapter 2, Season 7, which was Rick Sanchez. I feel like Epic's been overkilling it, because Carnage, Spider-Man, he was good. But Doctor Strange, they were good, but I'm tired of Epic just babying Marvel like that. Like, it's nothing wrong. I just want more variety in my tier 100s, which Epic delivered this season, with this tier 100 being Darth Vader from Star Wars, which we've only had really new trilogy characters and characters from the shows, but Darth Vader, he's in the Collision live event. He was good in the live event, but yeah, Darth Vader, tier 100, definitely worthy. I love this skin. It's really good, his set. But why the hell does he not have a lightsaber as a pickaxe? It's on his belt. I know that's like the golden rule of Fortnite, but just don't give him pickaxe at all. When his pickaxe is a freaking spatula. That's my only complaint. I love Darth Vader. Also, the Imperial March is probably one of my new favorite emotes in the game. It's actually reactive with him. When you use it with him, he'll... I'm sorry. But yeah, he'll breathe into it. I like it. Really good tier 100. To wrap up our main pass, I'm loving it, but we still have one more skin to go over. Now, our secret skin was a collab, which I have expressed that I like the story. Secret skins like Cube Queen and Foundation better, but he also wasn't a Marvel skin. And I'm tired of Marvel. My battle pass is epic. But this one was a movie skin from an older movie, which last time they did a movie skin in the Battle Pass was Chapter 2, Season 5, was Predator was the Hunters. One of my favorite skins in this Battle Pass. I love Indiana Jones, which They even did a whole POI with him. I forgot to mention that with Darth Vader, is that they did a boss with him. You could get his lightsaber, obviously. But they did a whole POI. They brought the temple, and they made, like, the reference with him. He got so much love this season. And it plays the music, you know, that when you escape the temple. Great skin, great stuff. They also added timber pines, you know, they have them. They also added boulders. Funny reference. I liked it. But yeah, about the skin, his set was really good. Love his glider, really unique. But yeah, I like the skin. It just looks good. Harrison Ford looks good, and he's probably going to get another skin in form of Han Solo. I love it. Love it. Now, to end it off, this Battle Pass, 5 out of 5. The best Battle Pass of Chapter 3, I can easily say. Did it include members of the 7? No. But there were so many positives. They overweighed the negatives so much. I love this Battle Pass. It's probably one of my favorites. Probably top 5 Battle Passes. Epic knocked it out of the park this season. They took a lot of the survey skins and put them on there. And it didn't really need to theming because the season was just a vibe. That was the point. Vibin. So yeah. This season, yeah. Battle Pass, 5 out of 5. Good job, Epic Games. Very good job. Okay. So, in conclusion, this season was a good season. Was it perfect by any means? No. I do feel like some of the gameplay brought it down, and the story was just mid. Because what I think makes a good Fortnite season is story, and this season kind of lacked in story. More than Season 1, unfortunately. But the Battle Pass really brought it up, but Battle Passes can't save every season. So yeah, I'm going to give this season a 13 out of 15, which I think was the same score as last season. So in the running, it's Chapter 3, Season 1 is the best I've ranked so far. Then 2 and 3 are about even, which I can give them that. I enjoyed these two about evenly, so I understand. So yeah, I do enjoy this season a lot. So yeah, none seasons have really gotten under 13 yet, which just shows really how good the Chapter 3 seasons are, honestly. I enjoy all of them, but the best is Season 1. I'm sorry, Winterfest. But yeah, and one other thing I wanted to talk about that's not in the review is the No Sweat Summer event. It was a good event. It was just kind of lacking. It was kind of a chill vibe, you know? Also, Rebuild Tilted, why I'm dropping there 100 times. Actually, next Saturday, I'm dropping there 100 times. Be there or be square. But yeah, it's going to be a concordant in Season 3. It's going to be all like the gameplay in Season 3, so it's going to look weird. Season 4 standards. Kind of like LTN's Junk Junction video. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my Battle Pass video for Chapter 3, Season 4. Paradise is coming, Chrome is consuming. We'll see you all tomorrow, folks. Bye.